Welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make stickers in your Sublimation printer as well as with your Cricut machine. So first we're going to pull up Vect Place. That is where I get my SVGs from. They do have some free ones or they do have some paid ones. But here we're just going to pull up a free Hello Kitty SVG. It's summertime. I know there's always a Hello Kitty theme somewhere around. So we're just going to grab the one with strawberries as well as the one with the 4th of July. As you've seen, it would be separated, but I'll show you how to keep it together once we get into the Cricut design space. So once we click our image, we're going to go ahead and add that to the cart once it has been uploaded to the page. Okay, once it's been added to the cart, now we're just going to go to my cart and we're going to go to the bottom page. I believe it says pay now or place order. And we're going to go ahead and put in your information. Now it's not going to ask for your billing address or any card information because this is free, but you will, however, need to put your first, your last name, and your email address. And I'm just going to show you that it's not going to ask for payment. So let me show you that right here. See, you would just click place order. I didn't, however, because I already have this image downloaded on my computer, but that is the steps that you would place. You would place your order, it would get sent to your email, and now I'm going to go to my email and show you how to open up and save this to your computer. Okay, so once you receive it in your email, you are going to click the link that is under download and you're going to open up that link. When it comes to you, it is going to come in a zip file, so you will need to convert that file however it's easier for you to do. And that's just me showing you that it's coming in a zip file. Now it is already on my computer, but I do want to show you how it will look on your side your first time doing this. Okay, now I'm going to open it and I am going to show you how I usually convert these pictures. I open up my zip file. I am going to click where it says SVG. I'm going to open up the link. It's going to be Microsoft Edge for me. It may be a little different for you. And once my image opens up, I am going to right click and save it. Now you can save the image as whatever you would like. I believe I'll save this just as Hello Kitty strawberry or something like that. Let me remind you, I do already have this saved on my computer. Oh, and this is actually the 4th of July one. So same thing, you're going to right click it, save it to your computer, and then when we get into Cricut Design Space, you will, however, bring that image up. So once again, right click, save as, and then you're going to place a name. Okay, so now we are going to open up Cricut Design Space. I would highly recommend paying for the subscription. You do not have to. You can definitely do a lot of things with the free subscription that they have, but if you do have the paid one, there are a lot of more things that you can add, such as the sticker feature. I do believe you have to have a paid subscription in order to use the sticker feature. Now once Cricut Design Space is open, you do want to go to new project and you want to go to blank canvas. It's already going to be checkered for you or squared. What you want to do is go to upload. You would go to upload your picture or your image. As you see, mine is already up there. So what I'll do is go to cancel, go back to upload, and I'm going to select the image I want. Now I notice if you do click both images and they're not already flattened or combined, and you try to move them, they are going to mess up. As you see here, I'm trying to flatten both of my images so you don't have multiple layered colors. As you can see, they're stuck together. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is delete this and start all over again. I'm going to go back to upload, and I'm going to upload one image at a time. So I'm going to upload, I'm going to flatten, go back to upload, and then flatten again. You can resize now or wait till later, just to your desired length. Okay, so now that we have our pictures on our Cricut grid, we're going to just duplicate. You want to get as many stickers out of your paper as possible because it is not reusable. I do not recommend reusing your sticker paper. So we're going to do about 6 images. Now, the perfect size is really dependent on your needs. If you want smaller stickers, of course, shrink it down, larger, make it bigger. Remember, the larger the picture, the least amount of images you will get. Usually when I do about a 4x4, I only get one image, maybe one big image and one small one. Now this size, I should get all 6 images or at least 4 images on one piece of paper. Now, when I go to create sticker, I do use die cut because it does cut through all of the paper. Now it should, sometimes it doesn't, and then in that case I would go through my Cricut machine twice. And in that case I would go through my Cricut machine twice. So I'm going to do the same thing to these stickers. I'm going to do the standard border for the stickers. So it's going to be die cut, standard, apply, same thing, die cut, standard, apply to all 6 stickers. Now you can definitely change the color of the border to whatever color you would like. I just want to remind you that there could be some bleeding once the pictures are cut or once you apply the laminating sheet. So just be mindful of that. You may want to let your image dry a little before applying the laminating sheet. So yes, with this project you are going to need your Cricut machine, whichever one you are going to use for cutting. You're going to need your printer. I use a Sublimation printer. I believe you can use a regular printer or an inkjet printer. You're also going to use a laminating machine and laminating sheets. And once you finish all of that, you can save the project or not. I already have it saved, that's why I'm not going to save it again. But yeah, that is all the materials you are going to use. And also, of course, your Cricut Design Space. Okay, so I get 4 stickers on one page. I just want to bring it down because let me remind you again, you are going to cut your laminating sheets to fit your stickers. As you're going to see soon, it is going to place 4 little rectangles or little 4 angles in the corner, and your laminating sheet cannot cover those because it will not be able to read it. So you will have to do a little bit of a jigsaw puzzle when cutting your laminating sheet to fit your stickers. And I'll show you how I do mine. The paper size I use is 8 by 5 by 11. You, however, can use whatever size works for you. This is just the size that I'm using today for the set of stickers. Okay, so next that we have all our images sized, we're going to send our images to the printer. So we're going to send them to printer. And you should already have your printer set up. If you do need assistance with that, I can show you a video. Just comment down below and I will do that separately. And those are the little arrows that I'm talking about. You cannot have those covered when it goes into the Cricut machine or would not be able to read it. Right here I just have my Joyberg sticker paper. It is a thicker sticker paper, but this is the one that we're going to start with. We're going to just place this one in our converted printer. Now I'm going to click next. He's going to find the printer. And then we're going to make sure it's on add bleed. We just want one copy. And now we're going to go to print. Okay, so my printer does ask if I have the correct paper in. I'm just going to click confirm. And it should print pretty fast. Okay, the images are printed and this is how they look at the printer. What I'm going to do is just sit this down and let this dry a little while I get the laminating sheet to place on top. So while that's drying, once I get the laminating sheet, it is going to look like this one. See how I have color border? It did smudge some on these, so you do have to be wary of that. But see, once you do the laminating sheet on top, it makes it glossy, makes everything all nice and pretty. And you also have to be mindful of these arrows to not have the laminating sheet over it, or it will not cut properly. So you do have to do a little jigsaw puzzle to cut the laminating sheet, and this is also why I have the tape, just to make sure that nothing moves when I put it in the laminating machine or the Cricut machine. So now while that's drying, I'm going to get my laminating sheet and then I'm going to cut it to fit the sticker paper. I'm really just going to eyeball this. You will figure out the best technique to cut your laminating sheet to fit. I just really want it to be a small square inside of there, so I'm going to cut a little bit more. It's really important to not get those lines or it will not properly print. Almost perfect. I do have to cut a little bit of the edges off a little bit more. It's those edges, y'all. Perfect. So now I'm going to take my tape and I'm just going to tape the borders down tape the edges down so that they don't move when I put it in the laminating machine, because that can cause a lot of issues and it's not a fun problem to fix at all. Okay, so now we're going to place our beautiful stickers in our laminating machine. I do have it on hot. If you put it on cold, for me, these are not cold laminating sheets, so we do have to put them on hot. They do, however, have cold. It's just a lot stickier and a lot harder to work with. So now we're going to place this in our laminating machine. And no, the heat tape is not going to hurt it. It's not going to stick to the stickers. It's going to come off smooth, nice, and pretty. Okay, so this is how it looks once everything is laminated. It is so pretty. The laminating sheet is adhered to the paper. Next, it's time to put it in the Cricut machine, and this is how mine looks. This is, I was already making some things, but this is going to be the Cricut mat or grip pad that I'm going to use. I have several ones, and they do lose the stickiness, so you may have to replace them several times. You can also add heat tape to this as well so it doesn't move, and that's what I'm going to do, just so that the stickers don't move and I can make sure that they have a nice cut. So I'm going to put some tape on top, tape on bottom, place it in the Cricut machine. Now, everything was sent to the printer. We're going to go to I've already printed. Now we're going to go to Printable Sticker Paper White Green Liner Printing. We're going to make the die cut pressure more. And we want to remember these settings because this is the settings that I like to use for all of my stickers. Now on our Cricut machine, it is this button. Let me show you guys. That's blinking. This first one is an up and down arrow. We're going to press that. Look. We're going to actually press it again. Now watch. This is loading the machine. You want to make sure that everything is under here. And now we're going to go press the little Cricut symbol. And now it's going to do its job. And as you can see, it keeps popping up. That's why I have to set it down. But while that is doing that, these are just some of the mats I have. I have different grips, different colors. Some are the Cricut, some are not. Some are Work Lion, which are the ones I get from Michael's. But this is a very strong grip one. But yeah, these are the different ones that I use. this is some printable sticker paper, and we can definitely make stickers on this. I can show you guys that if you would like. This is the current paper that's in that machine now that I am making this with. But we also have the printable vinyl, which makes these softer stickers. So you have a lot of options just depending on what kind of stickers you are needing. And these are the laminating sheets. Let me just grab one to show you. So these, they tear apart, which is why I like them, because you can cut them to fit your paper any way you need to. And these are pretty much all the materials: your Cricut machine, your printer, and your laminator, of course, your image and your paper. And let me let you guys finish enjoying the sounds of this sticker being made. Okay, the stickers are done now, see? And now we're just going to remove the paper from the mat. If everything is right, it should just come apart. Now it should cut through the paper, but this paper is a lot thicker. So this one may actually need 3 cuts to go completely through. But yeah, you can just see here, look. So for this one, I would definitely do a 3rd cut, but here is one of the stickers. You can see it's nice and shiny. It is sticky. I'm gonna just put that back on the paper. Here is that 4th of July one. But yeah, guys, if you want, I can show you one with the printable vinyl paper. Okay, yeah, guys, so these are the stickers. If you want to see one with the printable vinyl, which makes these softer stickers, I can definitely do a video like that for you. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.